One of Arizona's most iconic chefs is in the kitchen today. Chef Tarbell from Tarbell's is giving us a delicious look at what's cooking for this spring's restaurant week. So good to see you.
Great to see you. Thank you for having me. I'm so excited to be here. We have been cooking all morning, as you can see.
Well, you've been doing a lot of stuff because
Yes,
you are passionate about participating in Restaurant Week. Why?
Yes, I am. Well, number one, Arizona Restaurant Association just does so much to support our industry. And that's number one. Also, I think it's a great opportunity for people that are just moving to town to get a snapshot and a peek at what we do. If they haven't been to the restaurants, there's over 250 participating. So that leaves, what do you have to do, like 50 a day?
I know, exactly. You're going to be full, that's for sure.
Yeah, you're going to be very happy, though.
But you, of course, are from Tarbell's.
Yes.
You guys have been in the Valley for a hot minute.
A hot minute? Yeah, that's a hot minute. Probably a hot and minute. I would
Times
take both
30.
of those. Yes, time 30, yes. Yeah, I've been here a while. Been very much, it's been great to be a part of this growing and burgeoning restaurant industry. I've seen it grow. Right now, it's just one of the best in the country.
Yeah, it really is.
There's so much going on.
Well, I love you brought a few of your things that you are doing for Restaurant Week. Okay, first of all, let's start with the apps. You have one over here that is my favorite.
Yes, this is a little tostada with shrimp ceviche with a little, of course, the classic fresh lime, cilantro, a little bit of minced shallot, microgreens. And then over here, pan-seared chicken, which is super popular at our restaurant with Parmesan gnocchi, pillow-like gnocchi, wild mushrooms, avocado crema.
And then, that's one of the main dishes that you can choose.
These are main. This is one of the appetizers. There's three main dishes we're representing here.
Okay, so you have this one, you have chicken, or this. We all are like, what is this?
So we braise this overnight for 8 hours. It's shoulder of beef, which is really like the best mom's pot roast. And then we press it together and sear it on a flat top with sauce soubise, a little bit of asparagus relish, and microgreens. And that really is one of our favorite dishes. Super succulent, very deep in flavor.
Is that always on the menu?
We have Scotch beef on the menu always. This is not. This is special for restaurant week.
This is special. You have to try it. You only have a couple days left.
Yes.
Okay.
And then we have a risotto here. But what it is, you know, that crispy, when you're doing paella, the pan gets really crispy at the bottom. So what we do is we gather that together with the rice. So it's like chunky, crispy, really savory rice. So good. And we make a vegan chorizo with pickled shallots and aioli.
Okay, that looks terrific. That's one of the items. What about that one? Is that one always on, or just for restaurant?
That is on occasionally because we love it so much, but it takes a while to make the paella and the crispiness.
All right. Again, a reason to make a reservation for this weekend. And what are you doing now?
So now we're making a vinaigrette that's a non-vinaigrette. So, you know, we take one of these tomatoes from McLennan's Farms and we just shred it. It shreds and juices at the same time.
I mean, I've never really shredded a tomato before.
Well, you can see it, you know, it gives a base of the vinaigrette right here. That's why we do it. And then with that, we throw in a little bit of lemon juice, you know, to give it a little bit of hoo-yah, because these are very sweet tomatoes. It's summertime. For salt, we use capers.
I'm obsessed with capers.
Yes.
So good.
And then we just give that a little twirl. And that is a 1, 2, 3 vinaigrette right there. Super simple.
So simple. And you're building a salad. This is one of the appetizers.
This is one of the appetizers. I'm going to throw a few endive in there.
Okay.
Everyone, the French call it endive, so we will call it endive today.
Endive.
Endive. Okay. The French are very
More capers, yes.
More capers, more lemon. Yes.
More. I think I see bacon.
Bacon, well, that's sopressata, which is fancy bacon.
Okay.
And this is a finer crema. It has tarragon, a little bit of chive, a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And you know what happens when you have a little bit of this and a little bit of that? You come up with quite a bit.
A little bit of that. A little bit more.
A little bit more. So anyway, I'm going to build this, you know, as fancy as I possibly can in the 2 seconds that I have available.
And while you are doing that, just for people who haven't been to Tarbell's, what can we expect when we go there?
Well, if you haven't been to Tarbell's, shame on you.
Yes, I agree with that. I'm not saying that.
Yes. No, I'm just kidding. What you can expect is just a great neighborhood place. It's always been this neighborhood joint in town. We're specialized in seafood. I'm from a fishing village back east, so our #1 selling thing is always sea bass or something that we get flown in from the East Coast. And then we have pizza. And we have, like, you know, a couple other things.
Yeah, you have a lot on the menu. In fact, you just got a Lifetime Achievement Award.
I did. You know,
congratulations.
Someone famous said, if you give me enough medals, I'll win any war. So I'm doing pretty good on that part.
All right.
No,
well,
it was actually
I'm happy for you.
It was a Lifetime Achievement Award for Business Journal, which I was tremendously honored. It was at their Growth Summit this year, last week.
All right, 31 years in the Valley. All of this is at Restaurant Week, and you can learn more. All you have to do is go to, of course, ArizonaRestaurantWeek.com. There you go.